everybody, it's Vervain and welcome to
my newest video. This is going to be a haul from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Hollywood, because that's where I just went. In fact, I just got off the plane. I thought I would show you some of the things that I picked up when I was in Hogsmeade, which is where I'll say I was, because that's what they call it. And the first thing I will share with you is the wand that I got, and I will tell you about these wands. So if you haven't seen it yet, I actually did make a video, like a whole vlog of my whole day at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I'll link it down below if you're interested in watching that. So that kind of goes into all the things that we did, but I'll just go ahead and tell you, spoiler alert, that we did the Ollivanders experience, which is, so there's like an Ollivanders shop where you can just go in and browse and buy a wand. Or you can line up for a very long time, even on a Wednesday. They take you in like roughly 18, 20 people at a time. You go into the wand shop and the wand keeper chooses somebody from the audience, usually one lucky, excited, costumed 11-year-old. But if there isn't a lucky, costumed, excited 11-year-old, they'll just pick roughly whoever looks the most excited. I will straight up tell you, as somebody with high functioning autism, I do not automatically display my positive emotions outwardly. Like, I have kind of like chronic bitch face, and you won't find me necessarily like automatically looking excited. Like, I can be really excited about something and look like, but I knew that I had to look excited if I wanted to get picked. And my whole family were in costume, and we were surrounded by people who were not in costume. There were 11-year-olds, but they were not in costume. And, well, I don't know if they were 11 exactly, but there were children, but they weren't in costume. And frankly, I don't know, they looked like they could be there or not. And my mother and I was like, okay, you have to look excited. So I was like smiling, bouncing up and down, and making eye contact with the wand keeper. I was like, pick me, pick me. And my mom, literally, she was in like her full Gryffindor student uniform. I was dressed basically like this. My mom pulled a full Hermione, raised her damn hand. So, spoiler, we got picked. Woo! Literally, best thing that could have happened. We went to Ollivanders, did the experience. Both of us got picked, me and my mom. So we did get matched with wands. I did not get the wand that they matched me with. I really wasn't crazy about either of the wands they matched me with, but it was still a fun experience, and the video of the whole experience is in the vlog. This is the nice bag they gave us, and then this is the box that the wand came in. And there are, I want to say, like 3 different colors of boxes for the non-character wands. There are character wands and there are non-character wands. All of the wands they will match you with in the experience are non-character wands, like this. And that means that it's not modeled after a wand that a character in the movies has. And you can buy character wands. You can buy, like, I was super tempted by Luna Lovegood's wand. It's really beautiful. It looks kind of like, I don't know, like a tulip flower on the handle. But I don't know, I just didn't want, like, someone else's wand. And I know there's still, like, hundreds or thousands of these wands out there, if not more, but this was the one that I was attracted to, and this is the one they call Hazel, and I'll just go ahead and show it to you. And so all of the non-character wands, and then all of the character wands with gold labels on the end, are what they call interactive. And so this is an interactive one, and this is Hazel. There we go. I gotta be very careful with her because she is interactive, which means that I cannot damage her tip or she will not work in the future. And I just really liked this one. I like the way that it feels in the hand. It's like a really nice, oh, there's my Ravenclaw rings. Those are not from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but I thought I'd wear them. Yeah, I just thought it felt really nice in the hand, and it looked kind of old world witchy. You know, it doesn't look too, they had like really cool ones, some with like skulls on the ends, one with like a snake and a skull on the end. They didn't have any like Lunas or Fleurs that were like more floral and scroll work type designs in the non-character wands, and I really wanted a non-character wand. Otherwise I might have been tempted by a more floral scrolly one, but this is the one that I ended up going with, and this is Hazel, and it is a shorter wand. And the cool thing about the interactive wands, so there's non-interactive wands which are just pretty and they look cool, although actually they're not, like, the construction is not as high quality as the others, and the price difference is not that big. They're all expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's like 40 something for the non-interactive and 52 for the interactive. So the interactive wands are fitted with a special tip. I don't know if you can see that at all while I'm falling off my chair. But then there are places around the park, and it shows on this map where you can actually cast spells and interact with your environment. And so each of these markers around the circle shows a spell location and the wand movement and the incantation for it, and then the map shows you like where to find those locations. So around the park there's little brass markers like so, and you stand on the brass marker and you point at the thing that you're trying to make do something, and you make a little motion and you say the thing, and then something happens if you did it right. Herbivicus. You see that? Herbivicus. And it's really highly satisfying. And when I first kind of heard about like, oh, interactive wands do stuff with the park, I was like, that sounds dumb. And then I watched a YouTube video of it and I was like, that sounds crucial. I think if you decide to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, either in Universal or in Orlando, get the interactive wand. Get the interactive wand. Even if you get like someone's old one on eBay before you go, get the interactive wand. It's so much fun to get to make your environment do things. And you can watch more of these things happen in my vlog video, and I won't take up your entire day talking about how great I think this wand is, but I think it was worth it. Hopefully it will still work if I ever make it back to Universal Orlando, where there are different spells and spell locations, and I think there's actually more spell locations in Orlando Wizarding World than there are in Hollywood. Hollywood has, I think, 11. That was Ollivanders. I literally spent 9.5 minutes talking about Ollivanders, so hopefully the rest of this won't take that long. So we did a lot of browsing right at the beginning of the day, but I didn't buy anything right at the beginning of the day because I really didn't want to be carrying it around in my purse all day. So anyhow, also this is a sorting hat. I did not get this at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I've had this in my family for generations, like 100 years. Like, since I was 9. How old am I now? 15 years. Okay. Then these, I'm just pulling things out of my bag in the order that I find them. These are the Hogshead Steins, and Sean thinks they're dumb, and he's probably kind of mad that I brought them home because they are plastic, but if you get a beer at the Hogshead, it's like some ridiculous theme park price, like $14, but then if you get it in this cup, it's only $2 more, so $16 instead. So it's still super ultra ridiculous, and I'm not supporting that. My mom bought me beer. I did support it. I did support it. I drank the beer. It was called the Witch's Brew, and it was a coffee stout, and it was actually really good. And then she had one as well. So we got these, and she sent me home with both of these steins, and I told Sean, I was like, from now on, anytime I have a beer, I would like it served to me, poured for me, in one of these. And he was like, you're wrong. And I was like, I don't care. I know it's plastic, but it's a Hogshead Stein. I want it. It makes me happy. It makes the beer better. Not actually, but it makes me like it better. So, $2 a piece, if you don't count the beer.
Then, let's move on to some more edibles.
I was sent on a mission by one of my coworkers from work. She sent her money with me, and I was supposed to bring her jelly slugs, so I did. I'm not gonna open these for you, because they're not for me. And then I had been to Orlando Wizarding World very briefly before, many years ago. I went with my dad, who is not a theme park person, and I hardly went in any of the shops, but I did go into Honeyduke's. And so I had purchased some of the candies before, and I wasn't like blown away by any of them, but the chocolate frog, you have to get the chocolate frog, right? Because the card, it's not for the chocolate, it's just a giant milk chocolate frog. It's literally a 5.3 ounce chocolate frog. And we bought, well, my mom actually bought me one, and she told me afterwards that she did this so that I wouldn't have to buy one, but I was like,
oh, I thought that was like, you bought one, and now I can buy another one, and then I'll have 2 cards.
So this is the one that we opened at the park that my mom bought, because I thought she needed to see the card. I was kind of hoping to film this haul in California so she could see the other card too, but you win some, you lose some. I'm already back in Texas. I just couldn't make it happen. It was either like spend more time with my mom or film this video there so that she can see the card. And spend more time with my mom just won out. But this is Birdie Bot, and oh, look at that, he's moving. That's like way more clear on video than it ever is in person. That's cool. I'm glad you're getting to experience that. Birdie Bot, woo! And then I thought we could open the other one together so you can see what card I get. And that's the thing that makes me so mad, is that I know that I bought one of these when I was at Wizarding World in Orlando, like
Literally 8 years ago.
8 years ago?
I really think I was a freshman in college, so that would have been 7 or 8 years ago.
I do not have the faintest idea what I did with my card, or even, I don't even remember what card I got. I'm literally going to use an obsidian arrowhead to open this, because that's what I have on my front porch, yo. Oh, this is so exciting. For those of you who don't know, I collect Harry Potter trading cards so hard. The only ones I haven't collected are, I don't give a fuck about the film cards. There were like movie trading cards that just had stills from the movie on them. Look at this beautiful, beautiful box. Oh, it opens like this. And there's the frog. And you can't really see it very well through the plastic. I'm gonna ooh, okay. I'm gonna open this so that you can see what the frog looks like.
What was I saying? Really, what was I saying?
Oh wow, it's like very already melting. They say when you open a new chocolate frog, the first thing that you're supposed to do is bite off its hind legs so that it can't leap away. I really do not need 2 hind legs, but it can't jump away. Just the foot. Just the foot there on that one. Well, it can't jump away if it's melting. Oh my god. I'm kind of surprised it's held its shape. It's so soft. Really? What on earth was I saying? Oh yeah, I had literally had to stop the filming and go back and check what I was just talking about. That's the great thing about video, guys. You can actually find out what you were just talking about if you've forgotten. And I had, but I was telling you guys how hardcore I have always been about collecting Harry Potter trading cards. And I wish that I could afford to be more hardcore about collecting these chocolate frog cards, because these are absolutely the coolest. But I have a collection of probably a dozen or maybe even 2 dozen of the British, I'm not actually sure who makes them, chocolate frogs. They come in little purple foil rectangles, and they have lenticular rectangular cards with them, and maybe I can show you some of those in another video. I've been thinking, after starting to do this video, that maybe I should do like a Harry Potter collection video. Would anyone be interested in seeing my collection of Harry Potter things? Can I even gather up all my Harry Potter things into one place to film a collection video? Is that even feasible? Would that be a good video? Does anyone want to see it? Let me know in the comments below how you feel about that. Maybe we'll make it happen. And then there was the Harry Potter trading card game by Wizards of the Coast, and that is a red wasp. They do other trading card games, and they did the Harry Potter trading card game. And I still have a box this big, like shoebox size, but it's not a shoebox, of all of my Harry Potter trading cards, and some decks that I have built, and many, many, many other cards that could go in decks. And I have, on occasion, convinced people to play it with me, and it is a fun game, and I stand by that. And if no one else will play it with me, my kids will. I fucking bet you. Anyhow, I'm gonna show you this card that we just got. Oh my god. can you see this? Is this well lit? Her name is Jacunda Sykes, and it says,
"This witch is famous for the first ever Atlantic broom crossing." So I guess she's something like the wizarding Amelia Earhart. She is sure dressed a whole lot like the wizarding Amelia Earhart.
and I'll just go ahead and show you that one more time. Oh yes, the light right here hits it just right. And that's very exciting. So now we've got Birdie Bot and Jacunda Sykes, and maybe someday, I will find what I did with the card that I must have gotten from the chocolate frog that I got in Orlando. But I don't know. I hope I find it someday. Then I'll have 3. But what I was getting at though is these are like $10, $11 a piece for the, theoretically it's for the chocolate, but who wants the chocolate, guys? It's for the card. So maybe I shouldn't have done it, but I don't give a fuck. Oh, it's so very exciting. Birdie Bot's biography is way longer than Jacunda Sykes. Is this sexist, or is this just, I don't know. I feel like more could have been said about Jacunda Sykes. Now, while we are still talking about chocolate frogs, I have to show you this. I sure hope it's okay. I haven't had a way to check on it. I haven't opened the paper at all. I was actually going to buy this for myself, and I went back to Honeyduke's at the end of the day. You know how I said Mom bought me one of these? And she was like,
I didn't say you didn't have to?
well, we went back to Honeyduke's, and I was like,
Oh, well, I kind of thought I was like, I'm gonna get my own chocolate frog. Plus, I really wanted that box.
and she was like,
Oh, I recommend against the box.
and I was like,
Why do you have to be such a spoil sport? I saved up for this. I know what I want. I'm gonna get what I want. I can afford it. I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna get the damn box.
and I literally was like picking one out, and I was about to go check out with it, and she was like,
By I recommend against the box, I meant I got you one, don't get one.
and I was like,
Oh, just so you know, that's literally the only thing that you could have said that would have stopped me from getting this.
and yes, it has made it home safe. It's so exciting. I've never seen the inside of one of these because they're all wrapped up in the store and you can't open them. But isn't this just gorgeous? It is the chocolate frog box, but I believe it's porcelain. It's definitely ceramic. I believe it's porcelain though. It says not suitable for microwave or dishwasher, but I wasn't going to use it for that anyway. Full disclosure, it was $25, so you know, think about that, or don't think about it. That's what I'm doing. Oh my god, yes. And we did ask, because I just assumed it would be white on the inside, and I still thought that was going to be beautiful, but they told me, and it is in fact this beautiful midnight blue on the inside. Oh wow. Yes, it's kind of shallow, but it's really lovely. It's perfect just for trinkets. So I think that is just gorgeous, and I haven't yet decided what I'm going to keep in it. Probably jewelry, honestly, but I'm super in love. And while we're on the subject of chocolate frogs, I got some pins. So this is the coolest and most impractical and ridiculous pin that I got. And it's a chocolate frog box, and it's got two pin backs on it. Unfortunately, I do think there's one dumb thing about this, which is it doesn't have a magnetic closure. So if you wear it this way, it will just flop open. But if you wear it this way, it'll stay closed until you open it. And it's got a chocolate frog in it. Is that not the cutest thing? I went a little crazy on pins because I love pins, and I put them on my Starbucks apron, and I will wear them on other things also. And so I have some nice like small Ravenclaw pins, but I didn't have a bigger one, and this was, they had like a bunch of different designs, but I got this Ravenclaw pin for myself. And yeah, so these are all hard enamel cloisonne, and it's just got one back on it. Then, oh, I got this pin set, and this is soft enamel, and it's Felix Felicis. There's the one pin is the potion itself, and then the one pin just says Felix Felicis. That one I will definitely put on my Starbucks apron. Is that all the pins? Yes. Then I got myself a Ravenclaw luggage tag.
I used to have duffel bags that had the Hogwarts crest on them, and they've since all been totally destroyed by overuse. So I felt like I needed another Harry Potter luggage identifier. I also need to get more duffel bags, obviously, and get either the Hogwarts crest or the Ravenclaw crest on them. I think that's fairly obvious to anyone who knows me that I need to do that. But yeah, so
they had these for all the houses. I was really pleased because I remember as a kid, I think one of the reasons that I decided to live out my childhood as a Gryffindor is because I felt that there just wasn't enough merchandise for the other houses. And I was always kind of torn between Gryffindor and Ravenclaw. But if you're, looking at collecting Harry Potter merchandise and you're torn between Gryffindor and Ravenclaw in the early 2000s, the obvious choice was Gryffindor because there was nothing for Ravenclaw. There was a lot of stuff for Gryffindor, there was a fair amount of stuff for Slytherin, and there was almost nothing for Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. And I'm just really pleased to see that anything that you can get for any of the houses, you can pretty much get for all of the houses at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And I feel like that's kind of the way that Harry Potter merchandise has gone. Like, at first it was kind of like some children wanted to be the heroes of the story, and the heroes of the story were all Gryffindors. And then some of them wanted to be the villains, and the villains were all Slytherins. And now it's like more of a complete universe where it's like, no, I actually identify with this, and if I were there, regardless of who the protagonists and the antagonists are, like, these are actually the qualities that I identify most with. Or if you've done Pottermore, like, this is where Pottermore sorted me, and like, I want to be able to participate in the Harry Potter phenomenon in the house that actually applies to me. And for me, I can look back and accept that even though my school pictures are in Gryffindor uniform, I am probably a true Ravenclaw, and I am choosing to live out the rest of my life as a Ravenclaw. And to that end, I got myself a Ravenclaw scarf. And I actually, I didn't go in student uniform to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter because I only have student uniform in Gryffindor because that's what I wore to school. Literally to school. We can talk about that some other time. And I just didn't feel like that was me anymore. I felt like I couldn't go around parading as a Gryffindor when I knew I was a Ravenclaw. And I wasn't like ready to invest in the Ravenclaw attire. But when I went and got all my Harry Potter stuff together, I found that I had a blank cloak that Mom had sewn, because she sewed me my Gryffindor cloak with the patch on it, and she made a blank cloak that's actually, I think she made some improvements to it. It had no patch on it. And I don't know if she made it thinking my brother might want it, or if she made it thinking I might turn it into my Ravenclaw cloak, because I had that debate my whole adolescence. Was I a Gryffindor or was I a Ravenclaw? So I have that cloak, and I got the patch to put on that cloak, or potentially put on luggage, depending on, I might choose to go with the older illustration style patch that you can definitely still get them on Amazon. They're more like bronze and blue, although this is the more movie style. I don't know. I figured I could use this for sure either way. This was 80 and this was like 40. Sorry, 8. This was 8 and this was like 40. I'm not... And many of these things my mother bought for me. Many of these things I'd been saving up for a long time, thinking, this is my list of things that I want when I go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And I have really been wanting to put together a Ravenclaw uniform. And of course I still have the gray pleated skirt. I don't have a Ravenclaw tie yet. But I have a cloak that I can turn into a Ravenclaw cloak. I'll probably eventually make my own cloak that's better for me now, more my height now. But at the very least, I now have my Ravenclaw scarf. Ravenclaw pin, Ravenclaw luggage tag. Oh, and I think this is the last thing. Dun da da da! Yes, this Ravenclaw Journal. Oh, I love it so much. They get so many journals for sale, so many different styles. This was my favorite. I think it's actually metal, and then the rest of the cover is leather, or seems like it. And then it's got this one blue ribbon bookmark, and the pages are like parchment colored, and they are blank. There are no lines, no dots, no grids, no nothing. So I thought this could make a really nice next bullet journal when I'm through the current one that I'm working on, which I'm already like halfway through it, which is kind of scary. I did not intend to go through it that quickly, but I start thinking, oh my god, I need another one because like this one was perfect. What's gonna be my next one? And now I found this one, and I think this will make a nice bullet journal. It's not dot grid, but I think I could probably get by with ungridded. So we'll just have to see. And yeah, this one was $25, I believe. So yes, it was a lot, but like I said, it's my money, not yours, not anybody else's, and I decided what to do with it, and this is what I wanted to do with it. And now here I am, all decked out and very, very happy about it. And no, things do not buy happiness, but if you are the sort of person who is prone to happiness already, the right things can sometimes help. And that's the position in which I find myself. So I wanted to share with you, and hopefully, it's too hot to wear this right now. Hopefully this has brought you some joy or some enlightenment or something of the sort. If you made it this far in the video, let me know down below what Hogwarts house would you be in, or if you did go to Hogwarts or do go to Hogwarts, what house are you in? In conclusion, thank you for spending some of your day with me and watching this silly little video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. It costs you nothing and it helps me out a whole lot. If you'd like to see more videos from me, please do subscribe. If you haven't yet seen my vlog from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, the link is down below. If you have any more questions about how I, as a real witch, feel about Harry Potter, or any other Harry Potter questions, or if you'd like to see that Harry Potter collection video that I'm still kind of thinking about floating around through my head, you can let me know all of those things, any of those things, some of those things, any combination of the above in the comments below. As above, so below. And with that, I hope that you have a wonderful magical day. I hope that all your dreams come true, and especially if you're subscribed, I'm sure I'll see you again very, very soon.